Let me ask you something. When was the last time you sat still for 5 minutes without checking your phone? I'll wait while you think about it. Still thinking? That's because you can't remember. And you know what? Neither can I. We live in a world where our attention span is shorter than a goldfish. Yes, a goldfish. That little guy swimming in circles in a bowl has better focus than you scrolling through TikTok at 2 a.m. But here's what nobody's telling you. Your attention isn't just some random mental resource. It's literally the most valuable currency you have. More valuable than Bitcoin, more valuable than time itself. Because where your attention goes, your entire life follows. Let me tell you about Marcus. Marcus was brilliant. Top of his class at university. Had a six-figure job offer before graduation. The guy everyone said would make it big. Fast forward 5 years, Marcus is living in his childhood bedroom, unemployed, relationship in ruins, dreams crushed like a bag of chips at the bottom of a backpack. What happened? Marcus gave his attention to everything except what mattered. He'd wake up, first thing, check Instagram. Breakfast, eaten while watching YouTube videos about productivity. Oh, the irony. Work, 8 browser tabs open, 1 for work, 7 for, well, you know. He'd planned to work on his business idea after dinner. But Netflix would whisper sweet nothings, just 1 episode. 3 hours later, he's deep into a documentary about penguins in Antarctica, wondering how he got there from watching cooking videos. Sound familiar? Don't worry, I'm not judging. Last week, I spent 45 minutes watching a video of a guy making tiny food for hamsters. 45 minutes! The hamster wasn't even that hungry. But here's where Marcus's story gets interesting. One day, Marcus gets a call. His grandfather, his hero, his mentor, had a heart attack. Survived, but barely. Marcus rushes to the hospital. His grandfather tubes everywhere, motions him closer, and whispers, "Marcus, I'm 78 years old. You know what I regret most?" Marcus shakes his head. "I gave 40 years of attention to a job that forgot my name the day I retired. I gave my evenings to TV shows I can't even remember. I gave my weekends to worrying about things that never happened. But my grandson, my family, my dreams, they got the leftovers of my attention. Don't be like me, son. Your attention is your life. Spend it like it's the only currency that matters, because it is."
Now, let's talk about this attention economy we're living in. You know why they call it paying attention? Because you literally pay with the most valuable thing you have. Every app on your phone is basically a pickpocket in a designer suit. TikTok? That's the smooth criminal that steals 3 hours while you think it's been 10 minutes. Instagram? The comparison thief that robs your self-esteem while showing you everyone's highlight reel. Oh, look, Sarah from high school just bought a house and a boat and apparently gave birth to a child who already speaks 3 languages at age 2. Cool, cool, cool. I had cereal for dinner, in my pajamas, at 4 p.m., and I'm happy about it. And don't even get me started on YouTube's recommended videos. You start watching a tutorial on how to boil eggs, and somehow you end up learning about ancient Egyptian burial rituals at 3 a.m. The algorithm knows you better than you know yourself. But here's the thing, and this is where it gets deep.
Your attention is the only thing that can change your life. Think about it. Everything you've ever learned, every skill you've developed, every relationship you've built, it all started with you giving it your attention. The gym membership doesn't give you muscles. Attention to your workouts does. The books on your shelf don't make you smarter. Attention while reading them does. That business idea in your head won't make you rich. Your attention to executing it will. You see, We live in an age of infinite distraction, but finite attention. It's like being at an all-you-can-eat buffet while on a diet. Everything looks delicious, everything wants a piece of you, but you only have so much room on your plate. And here's the brutal truth. While you're binge-watching someone else's life on social media, someone else is building the life you're dreaming of. While you're arguing with strangers in comment sections, someone else is having real conversations that matter. While you're hitting snooze for the 5th time, someone else just finished their workout. But I'm not here to make you feel bad. I'm here to wake you up to your power.
Scientists call it selective attention. Your brain processes about 11 million bits of information per second, but you can only consciously focus on about 40 bits. 40 out of 11 million. That's like trying to drink the ocean through a straw. You have to be selective. And here's where it gets interesting. Your brain has this thing called the reticular activating system, RAS for short. It's basically the bouncer of your mind. It decides what gets in and what doesn't. Ever notice how when you're thinking about buying a certain car, suddenly you see it everywhere? That car was always there. Your RAS just started letting it through the VIP rope. Now imagine if you programmed your RAS to notice opportunities instead of obstacles, solutions instead of problems, growth instead of comfort. This is the secret power nobody talks about.
Let me get vulnerable with you for a second. 3 years ago, I was the king of distraction. I had 17 different goals, 0 accomplishments, and the attention span of a caffeinated squirrel. I'd wake up with big plans. Today's the day I start my business, get fit, learn Spanish, write that book. By noon, I'd accomplish watching 4 motivational videos. Yes, the irony isn't lost on me. Eaten half a pizza and somehow convinced myself that reorganizing my sock drawer was productive procrastination. Then my daughter said something that shattered me. She was 7, drew a picture of our family. Everyone was doing something. Mom was cooking, brother was playing soccer, the dog was sleeping. And me? I was a stick figure, holding a phone, not looking at them, just holding a phone. When I asked her about it, she said, "That's what you do, Daddy. You look at your phone." 7 years old, and she'd captured my entire existence in a crayon drawing. That night I couldn't sleep. I realized I was present in body, but absent in attention. I was there, but not there. You know what I mean? So I did something radical. I decided to treat my attention like a budget. You know how you budget money? Income minus expenses equals savings. I did that with attention. 24 hours a day. 8 for sleep, non-negotiable. 16 hours left. Where was it going? I tracked it for a week. The results? Horrifying. Phone? 6 hours a day. 6 hours! That's 42 hours a week. Basically a full-time job of nothing. TV? 3 hours. Actual focused work? 2 hours. Quality time with family? 30 minutes. 30 minutes. I was giving my family, the people I claim to love most, 30 minutes of undivided attention. So I flipped it. Here's what I did, and you can do this starting today. First, the phone jail. Every morning, my phone goes in a drawer, literally, in jail. It doesn't come out until I've done 3 things: exercise, deep work on my most important project, and had breakfast with my family. No exceptions. The first week, I felt like a crack addict going through withdrawal. I'd reach for my phantom phone every 3 minutes. But by week 2, magic started happening. Second, the power hour. 1 hour every day,
complete, undivided attention to one thing that moves my life forward. No multitasking, no quick checks. One thing, full focus. You know what happened? I accomplished more in those single hours than I used to in entire weeks of scattered effort. Third, the attention anchor. Every time I felt my attention drifting, I'd ask myself one question. Is this adding to my life or subtracting from it? Scrolling Instagram? Subtracting. Reading that book? Adding. Arguing online? Subtracting. Playing with my kids? Adding. Simple, not easy, but simple.
Now, I know what you're thinking, but I need my phone. What if there's an emergency? What if the Queen of England needs to reach me urgently about that knighthood? What if NASA discovers aliens and needs my immediate input? Come on. The last emergency text you got was probably your friend asking if you saw that meme about the cat that looks like it pays taxes. We've convinced ourselves we need to be available 24/7. You know what people did before phones? They lived. And somehow, miraculously, civilization didn't collapse because someone couldn't immediately respond to a text about what to have for dinner. Hey, thinking pizza tonight? 2 hours later, hello? Are you alive? Should I call 911? Relax, Jennifer. I was just living my life. But here's what this is really about. Your attention is your vote for what kind of life you want. Every time you give your attention to something, you're saying, this is what matters to me. You're literally creating your future with every moment of focus. Give your attention to fear, you're building an anxious life. Give it to gratitude, you're building a fulfilled life. Give it to growth, you're building an extraordinary life. You see, attention isn't just about focus. It's about intention. It's about saying, this is who I am. This is what I value. This is where I'm going. And here's the beautiful part. It compounds. Like interest in a bank account. 1 hour of focused attention today becomes a new skill tomorrow. That skill becomes an opportunity next month. That opportunity becomes a breakthrough next year. But it all starts with this moment. Right now, what you choose to pay attention to after this video ends. Let me paint you a picture of two futures. Future 1, you close this video, feel motivated for about 12 seconds, then check your notifications. Back to the scroll, back to the drift. 5 years from now, you're in the same place, just older. Still talking about what you're going to do. Still watching other people live the life you want. Still wondering where the time went. Future 2, you close this video and make one decision. Just one. To guard your attention like your life depends on it, because it does. 5 years from now, you've written that book, built that business, strengthened those relationships, not because you had more time, but because you had more attention. The choice is yours, but choose quickly, because while you're thinking about it, life is happening right now. You know what breaks my heart? I meet people every day who are brilliant, talented, capable of changing the world, but they're drowning in distraction. They're majoring in minor things. They know every detail about a celebrity's divorce, but not their own child's dreams. They can quote entire TV shows, but haven't had a real conversation with their spouse in months. They've watched hundreds of hours of how-to videos, but never actually do anything. And the saddest part? One day they'll wake up and realize they spent their entire life as a spectator to other people's lives, instead of being the main character in their own. Don't let that be you. Your parents don't need your likes on their Facebook posts. They need your presence at dinner. Your kids don't need the latest iPhone. They need your undivided attention when they're telling you about their day. Your dreams don't need perfect conditions. They need your focused effort. All right, let's get practical. Here's your game plan, starting right now. The 3-2-1 method.
3 hours, minimum daily time with phone on airplane mode, non-negotiable. The world won't end, I promise. 2 things, maximum number of main focuses per day. Not 10, not 5, 2. That's it. Everything else is a distraction dressed up as productivity. 1 question. Ask yourself every hour, is what I'm doing right now moving me closer to who I want to be? If the answer is no, stop, redirect, refocus. The audit. Tonight, before bed, write down, where did my attention go today? What got my best energy? What stole my time without giving value back? Do this for 1 week. The patterns will shock you. The focus ritual. Before starting anything important, clear your physical space. Clear your digital space. Clear your mental space. Write down nagging thoughts. Set a timer. Go all in. No half measures. No just checking real quick. All in. Stand up. Build energy. Listen to me right now. You are 1 focused year away from a completely different life. 1 year of directed attention could mean the business you've been dreaming about, launched and profitable. The body you want, built and maintained. The relationship you desire, deepened and flourishing. The skill you want to master, developed and sharp. But it starts with today, not tomorrow, not Monday, not January 1st, today. Because every moment you delay is a moment you're choosing your current life over your potential life. Every distraction you entertain is a vote for mediocrity. Every time you say just 5 more minutes of scrolling, you're saying, my dreams can wait. No, your dreams have waited long enough. But I have ADHD. I can't focus. You know what? Some of the most successful people in history had ADHD. They just learned to harness it. Your brain isn't broken. It's just running different software. Find your way to focus. But I'm too busy. Too busy doing what? Too busy watching stories of people you don't know doing things that don't matter? You're not too busy. Your priorities are just unclear. But what if I miss something important? The only thing you're missing is your life, while you're worried about missing something else. Fear of missing out? How about fear of missing in? Missing in on your growth, your relationships, your potential. Remember Marcus from the beginning? Let me tell you how his story ends. After that hospital conversation, Marcus went radical. Deleted social media, not a break, deleted. Got a basic phone that could only call and text. Told his friends if they wanted to know what he was up to, they'd have to actually meet him for coffee. First month was hell. He felt disconnected, anxious, like he was missing everything. But then, clarity. For the first time in years, his mind was quiet enough to hear his own thoughts. He started that business idea. No distractions, pure focus. 4 hours every morning. 6 months later, first customer. 1 year later, quit his job to go full-time. 2 years later, 7-figure business. But here's the real win. His grandfather lived to see it all. They spent every Sunday together. Real conversations, real presence, real life. At his grandfather's 80th birthday, the old man stood up and said, 2 years ago, I thought I was leaving this world with regrets. But Marcus taught me something. It's never too late to start paying attention to what matters.
That could be your story. So here's my challenge to you. For the next 30 days, just 30, become ruthless with your attention. Guard it like a treasure. Invest it like a fortune. Direct it like a laser. Delete one app that steals your time. Have one phone-free meal with people you love every day. Give 1 hour of undivided attention to your most important goal. That's it. Simple. But do it every day for 30 days. And watch what happens. Watch your anxiety decrease as you stop consuming everyone else's drama. Watch your productivity skyrocket as you stop fragmenting your focus. Watch your relationships deepen as you give them your presence, not just your proximity. You know what the word attention comes from? The Latin attendere, which means to stretch toward. Your attention is literally you stretching toward your future. Every moment of focus is you reaching for who you're meant to be. So let me ask you, what are you stretching toward? Because right now, in this moment, you have a choice. You can close this video and go back to the infinity scroll, back to the comfortable distraction, back to being a passenger in your own life. Or you can decide that this is the moment everything changes, that this is when you take back control, that this is when you stop letting your attention be stolen and start investing it deliberately. Your attention is your superpower. It's the pen that writes your story. It's the brush that paints your future. It's the currency that buys your dreams. Don't let anyone or anything steal it from you without your permission. Not the algorithms designed to addict you, not the notifications designed to distract you, not the world trying to pull you in 1,000 directions. Your attention, your choice, your life. So right now, in this moment, make me a promise. Promise that you'll stop treating your attention like it's unlimited. Promise that you'll stop giving it away to things that don't matter. Promise that you'll start directing it toward the life you actually want to live. Because here's the truth, and this is the last thing I'll leave you with. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. Where your energy flows, your life grows. You want a different life? Give it different attention. The power is yours. It's always been yours. Now go out there and use it. Your future self is watching. Make them proud. This is your moment. Own it.